Instead of me recapping every single game announced, otherwise we would be here forever, I'm just gonna talk about the games I found interesting. With that out of the way, let's get straight into it. Starting off the show, as well as this video, we have LEGO Horizons Adventures.
Oh, hilarity! This guy! Strength! Higher! What game is this anyway?
As expected by the rumors, the LEGO Horizon game is officially coming to PlayStation 5, PC, and Switch. It's being co-developed by Studio Gobo and Guerrilla Games. Can't say I saw that coming, but I wish I did. This makes a lot of sense for Sony to publish on Nintendo console. I was skeptical at first, since my thoughts were that Horizon didn't really fit the LEGO vibe with its serious and post-apocalyptic tone, but seeing how they make Halo more cheerful and toning down the seriousness and really going all out on the kids' vibes, in that sense, having Sony publish one of their first-party IPs to a console with over 140 million units makes sense. Nintendo's all about that, platformer vibe. The game is coming out this holiday, so probably around Christmas time to maximize the sales. And as much as I love the Horizon series, I'm not entirely sure whether I will play it or not. I'm a big fan of Horizon, but we know that Sony is doing a multi-project with a remake of Zero Dawn, a multiplayer, and so forth. I may play the remake if that's still a thing. Not interested in multiplayer really, and definitely will play the third entry in a couple of years. It's also because I think it was like 2 years ago when I played all of the Lego Marvel games in a row and got so burned out. I haven't played a Lego game since, but I do appreciate there's a local co-op, keeping the tradition alive. And next up we got Harry Potter, the Quidditch Champion.
All dream of soaring through the sky like our favorite heroes. When it comes to Quidditch, we've all wondered, do I have what it takes to be the next Quidditch star?
I had no idea that Quidditch wasn't included in Hogwarts Legacy. My first impression of the trailer was that the art style is like a fusion between Sea of Thieves and Fortnite, which isn't bad or anything. It's just when I think of Harry Potter, a blocky art style is not what comes to mind really. Other than that, this feels just like a cash grab to me, and I predict the game is going to be popular for the first couple of weeks and then die out and people will forget about it. For me, it just smells like Warner Bros. Is attempting another attempt at making a GTA Online or Fortnite game. And moving on, we have Neva, our first indie game of this video. And this is a game from the creators of Gris. Have a look. While I haven't played Gris person myself, I know the game is highly rated, and I thought Neva looks beautiful with its colorful 2D art style, but I wish they showed more gameplay though, because at the moment, it just kinda looks like a walking simulator through a forest with bits of sword fighting here and there, which, now I think about it, kinda reminds me of Hollow Knight, which is another game that we're still waiting to get announced or another update. Anyway, Neva is coming out later this year, and it's a game I will keep a lookout for. For our next game, we are traveling all the way to China with Black Wukong. Finally having a release date, which is the 20th of August, coming later this year. It's a game that's been on my watch list ever since they first revealed it a couple years back, and I still remember watching the gameplay footage of Wukong walking through the snowy mountains and finding the ice dragon, being so mesmerized by the graphics. As well, it kind of looks like a Dark Souls game and it's come from China, so I'm happy to see more developers from Asia getting more exposure here in West, and hopefully it gets successful like Shift Up and Stellar Blade. Besides that, the game is coming out to PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series X and S version, however, is coming at a later date. According to the FAQ on their website, the reason for the delay being that the studio needs more time to optimize the Xbox version, most likely due to Series S having lower specs. Yeah, just basing it off of the trailers, seeing how Wukong seemingly to be pushing the Unreal Engine 5. And while we don't know if we'll have a performance mode, they may have to compromise it on the fidelity for the S version, but I don't know. That's just a pure guess from my end. And while I do understand Xbox strategy on mass appeal, not everyone in this day and age is willing to spend $500 to $600 for a video game console when you can buy a PC for the same price. I do feel this keeps proving the Series S is not needed and restricts developers from making high fidelity games, as we're still waiting on to see any game that really feels like a next gen. Sure, we got like Crash and Clank, we got Ashbot and Horizon, but I don't know. It still feels like there's more potential in there. And lastly, before we move on, for those who are buying the physical edition of Black Wukong, you won't receive a physical disc. Instead, will be given a digital activation code. According to the game's QA, it has to do with the logistics, and it's the studio's first time they're publishing a game that globally. However, while they don't guarantee physical disc will happen in the future, they are trying to find a way to make it possible. It sucks, but at least they acknowledge it. Speaking of physical copies, Sam Lake, the creative director of Remedy, announced during the show, starting this fall, Alan Wake 2 will ship with a physical disc with the following editions: the Physical Deluxe Edition and Physical Limited Collector's Edition. We are aware though that the Collector's Edition is limited and is made by limited run games, while the Deluxe Edition features the base game, expansion pass, Alan Wake 1 Remastered, some digital deluxe skins, and a reversible box cover. And in a surprise announcement from the filmmakers of Five Nights at Freddy's and Megan, Blumhouse has announced they will enter the gaming industry on the banner of Blumhouse Games.
Dark times await us. Vengeance will take shape.
During the Summer Games Fest, they announced 6 games are coming this year and in the near future. Not sure if they'll make their own in-house games yet, but yeah, can't say I saw that coming. Not a big fan of horror games, but with how the gaming industry is going so far, I'm glad to see new publishers and indie studios popping up left, right, and center. As for our next piece of announcement, it's not really a game that got announced, but rather trolling, leading into the Games Fest. Many Kingdom Hearts fans hoped Square Enix would appear and reveal new details about the next entry in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, which being Kingdom Hearts 4. And during the live stream before the event, I believe he got asked about Kingdom Hearts would appear, but denied it. Then he replied on Kingdom Hearts' tweet on Twitter, which made Kingdom Hearts fans think Jeff was secretly hiding something. Turns out, he was trolling all this time, as when he announced Kingdom Come Deliverance to Saints and Sinners, he said it in a way that people thought it was Kingdom Hearts 4.
After a long wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is arriving later this year.
Personally, I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan, but I don't see someone like Jeff getting the rights to reveal news about such a big franchise. And we probably won't hear about Kingdom Hearts 4 anyway for a while, since obviously it'll take a long time. I mean, it's Kingdom Hearts for Christ's sake. You'll probably be all dead before Square reveals any news about the next trailer. In all seriousness, I believe Square will hold its own event when they think it's ready, or casually make a tweet when nobody expects it, like the next Nintendo console. Ending the show was Phantom Blade Zero, a game that was revealed during the last PlayStation showcase.
How many days do I have left? 42 or 41?
I remember thinking it looked like a kind of fusion between Sekiro and Ghost of Tsushima when they first revealed it. And looking at the gameplay, it looks very fluid, almost to the point it doesn't look like real. It's very fast paced. I do wonder how it's gonna feel once you get your hands on it. And yeah, in the trailer they announced they're having a world demo tour, so if you're attending any of the upcoming showcases, I believe in China, Cologne, in the Tokyo Game Show, you will be able to playtest the Phantom Blade Zero over there. As for the animation, the sound design looked and sounded really good, and I can't wait to hear more about it. Although, with the recent trend of summer games in recent years, I feel like burnout is on the horizon. As usual, Summer Games Fest isn't that interesting to me, and I know Jeff is trying his best to give opportunities to small indie developers, but knowing that the big three, Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation, have their own events, it doesn't feel the same anymore. When when A3 happened, when everyone gathered together, guessing which publisher would deliver the best games. And don't get me even started on the ads and movie trailers. I get that Jeff is attempting to mix and match advertising media related to video games and try to Americanize it, but as the name suggests, Summer Games Fest should be about the games and nothing else. Overall, I'm just glad I didn't watch it live, because I would have fallen asleep. Let me know what you guys thought about the Summer Games Fest. And until next time, I'll see ya when I see ya.